So I've really been inspired to just share myself, just not have any plans of anything that I'm going to share in particular, and to just breathe and take my time just not judge myself and not fear myself. And Casper Kwan is amazing to hear if you haven't really heard him very much, and he has really inspired me to push myself in this manner, as well as Bernard's, especially his recent videos, and Sunette's, and so many more. But the point is, I'm going to look myself in the eye and not be fearful of myself within others, because myself is others. And if I'm fearing others and their opinions and their thoughts of me, then I'm only really fearing myself. So I don't particularly know where this video is going to go, and I may have to stop it and restart it, because this only records to 8 minutes and I have no idea what's going to become of it here. The point that I've really became aware of is my participation level, pushing myself to participate more within the Destiny forums, and making videos and blogs and writing myself to freedom, and becoming particularly aware of myself when I'm hearing videos. And actually, after Christmas Day, I actually realized I appreciate the videos and the vlogs of all the Destiny forum people and the admin at Destiny, because there's so much substantial reasonings of life within it. And when I say reasonings, I mean pointing out how we exist within reasons of why we're here, and we just don't allow ourselves to just be here. And my voice and I've had this cough and this cold, and this is a perfect example of how I've kind of noticed recently how I've suppressed myself within my videos, and suppressed myself around my family. So Christmas was a really good day for me to remain aware, a really good day. It was just perfect moments within it, and often I was very frustrated within it, and I really had to leave the room and kind of adjust my like an unconscious reaction that I was having. So I applied what I've learned in SRA to go move myself, to kind of release that that manifested resistance within an unconscious, subconscious level. So I just kind of go somewhere, I'd shake my hands, or take myself and just throw my head down between my, and just do like not setups, but just throw myself down to hang my head upside down, basically. But so my daughter, my oldest daughter, and her 2 children were here, and her husband, and on Christmas Day, and then Amy, and of course her daughter and her boyfriend, and Randy's daughter and her boyfriend. So it was interesting. One part was really cool, because I turned on the song by Victor Person called "The Beat of Equality," and I turned that on, and Amy and Randy and I know the song, but no one else here knew the song. And so as I was playing it, we were, some of us were kind of, me and Randy and Amy was kind of singing, and Emmeline was bouncing around, the boys were listening to it. And then I realized that my daughter Holly was singing the words when he would sing "The Beat of Equality." Holly was saying double G, double G, double G, double G, double G, double G. So I said, "Holly, what are you saying? That's not the words." And she said, "Well, what are the words?" I said, "Well, let's re-listen." And then everybody else was paying attention too. And I believe Randy's daughter finally did understand it, but no one did at first, and they were like, double G, why would he be saying double G? And it was interesting that the beat of equality sounded like double G, which almost sounds like Jeopardy, and as though the song itself presented a jeopardy to the very system itself that was that we listen, that we hear within and as. And so that was really cool for me to see, and also to be able to see everybody as I realized within myself that I was somewhat just observing. I was just observing everybody, and sometimes it looked like everyone was just going in fast motion, and then almost I was able to recall the story about the ant and the giant by the dimensions on Destiny, and it seemed as though I was an ant many times, and that assisted me, because I realized within that, it is my self-responsibility to direct myself within self-honesty and stop and apply self-forgiveness. And it's cool because you can actually do that in a crowd of people like that, with everybody talking and no one hearing really each other, and no real substantial, meaningful conversations going on. I don't mean that rudely, but it is just the fact. No one was really sharing any intimate, specific realizations of themselves, and so it was interesting to see the how I just completely lost it right then. I absolutely lost where I was going with that. I did that thing Casper said, I forgot, which means I remember. So, oh well. I really was at many times during that day taken back quite a bit, just like, that moment of just, whoa. And a couple of times I had these thoughts that went through my mind like, what the fuck? I would hear the thought, what the fuck? Within the realization that everybody in this room represents me, represents everything that I have existed my whole life as. And I walked as this, and they are showing me, everyone is showing me exactly who I am. And that was really was very it was very supportive for myself, because it allowed me to stop any forms of judgment, which at one point I wanted to just say, give me a knife, just stick it in my stomach and get it over with. And that was just the mind saying, just give up. And it was a sarcastic sort of way, like, just shoot me, just kill me, just forget it. And that's just sarcasm, and that's how my mind system has attempted to survive within not facing myself. And so I stopped that and breathe and just continue to remember that this is me. What am I showing myself within what is being shown within everyone that's here? At one point, we were eating dinner, and my grandson Logan made a comment, because Emmeline was wanting something to eat, and he made a comment, well, just give her a damn bottle. And I saw him, I was actually standing in the middle of the living room, and I saw him when he said it, and I saw his whole expression. And when he first said the word, or said the sentence, just give her damn bottle, when you could see on his face, he realized, I just said damn. And so once he realized he said damn, he just went with it and just kind of threw in a little sarcastic little tonality within himself. And within that moment, his father who was sitting right next to him, said, Logan, you want me to wash your mouth off with soap? And so when he said that to Logan, I knew that, I was standing right there, and I knew that I had to stand up. And so I said, why would you say that? He's 6 years old. If he's in the way he's expressing himself, he's only expressing himself in that manner because he's been taught this, because he's been shown this. You're not just born and start saying the word damn. And and he didn't mean to say it. It slipped out. I saw him. I saw his expression when he said it. And it was interesting because I saw how the whole room, everybody around the room with the exception of Amy and Randy, their mouths just dropped open, and that was the first time the whole room just became quiet. And because I was actually saying, and sharing how there's no absolute common sense in us getting onto our children for saying a cuss word, because this is obviously something we've shown them. Even if we're telling them it's right or wrong, is why would we ever want to do that? It's because is there really a right or wrong in the way we're expressing ourselves in any moment? Is that right or wrong? Because that falls within the same fear of what's someone going to do when they see my video? What's someone going to say about me when they see what I wrote? Are they going to hate me? Are they going to like me? That falls into that same mind system of fear of what others are going to perceive you to be, when really you are expressing yourself in the moment. And every moment is a moment for us to see who we are, to determine how to. It's like an outline of ourselves, our whole world, and everyone within it. And so it shows us, it determines the picture that we are representing ourselves to be, so then we can readjust and realign and apply self-forgiveness and self-honesty and redirect ourselves accordingly. So to say there's a right or wrong moment is to say that there's something missing within yourself. And obviously what has been missing within our minds of the mind consciousness systems is the equality of us all. Because everyone is you. We're all reflections of each other. So if someone gets mad and doesn't want to speak to you anymore, well, you've just lost a part of yourself anyway. You've lost a part of yourself that wasn't equal and one with all here. And it's not going to be of assistance for you anyway. You're better off to participate and push through your fears of what others will believe about you. As in, the videos that Sunette recently did about fears is absolutely amazing. Please listen to them. They'll assist you. Why fear this? Why fear standing up? Because there's not that many people standing up. So it's like the ant. We have to, the ant and the giant story. We have to live by example, and that's going to be how this world is going to come to realize equality and oneness and the importance of an equal money system, that it's a place to begin. And an equal money system and world equality it's the only thing that's childworthy. There is nothing else in this existence that is worthy of a child except that. So that's what I realized within my Christmas day. And I didn't really plan on sharing that, but that is what came forth. So I came to be even more appreciative of the Destiny people that make the vlogs and the Destiny administration for all they do, because they're so intent within their standing for equality, for all is one is equal. And it's refreshing, and it's assisting, and it is worthy. It's child-worthy. It's worthy of a child. So I'm going to stop there. Thanks.